And what a season the Brisbane Broncos are having. Cheer them on. They have been a side to watch this year. And if you can't be here and you're a Broncos fan, enjoy what your team has delivered this year. 12 victories and on a run at the moment. Maybe all the way to the top 4.
Yeah, what a transformation it's been. And it's been on the back of this man, the little master, Adam Reynolds. What a season. He is having what a difference he has made to this Broncos side. I'm loving the combination with Ezra Mann, but 14 games and he has been so good, so good. Tonight they'll need every bit of that from Reynolds again.
31st meeting of the sides. Brisbane have won on 21 occasions, but it is the Tigers that have won the most recent battles. In fact, they've won the last 3, if we can talk up the hopes of the West side tonight. Saturday night, game 3 underway on Fox League. Off the boot of Adam Reynolds, nice and high, all the way down to the goal line. And it is Tamo with the first carry of the night. Now in game number 301. This Tigers side, yes, they are bottom of the table. They've won only the 3 matches this year. But with the Titans failing as well, they do have an opportunity to avoid winning what would be, if they got it, their first wooden spoon. Here's Hastings, a middle forward tonight in jumper 13 for the Tigers. They have Manu Brown playing hooker, and he's absolutely cobbled up there by the Broncos markers, Walters and Haas. Well, it could have been penalty there, but almost was dragged away unnecessarily by the Tigers attackers. Mix up on the wing there. Deloise Hoyter and Tessie New. And it is Hoyter who once was a Tiger, bringing it back for Brisbane.
Yeah, a little confusion there. Tessie New just pulling out of the catch. And you're right, a little bit of tension starting to flare. The former Bronco, Joe Ahengawe, just colliding and getting rid of young Billy Walters, who's back into the side at dummy half tonight as Carrigan gets busy early. What a season he's having, Pat Carrigan.
Now Haas on the run. He produced big numbers against Parramatta last week. Broncos 8 metres inside their own half. When doesn't he produce big numbers, though, it must be said. Flegler, likewise, that's a terrific run. Double punch there, figuratively, from the 2 front rowers for Brisbane. Last tackle play, and it is Reynolds, the kicker. Pressure from Seyfarth. Now pressure on Laurie. Up he goes. What a spark he can be for the Tigers, Dane Laurie.
Yeah, just hearing the crowd, they're invested. As soon as Reynolds kicked that ball high into the air, and that right-hand side chase come tearing down on Laurie. The noise erupting here at Suncorp Stadium.
A really good crowd for a Saturday night, and I must say, I think the Tigers would appreciate having this sort of theatre to perform tonight. And we bring it to you live on Fox League, exclusive here tonight. Tamo playing it short of the 40. Now Hastings is working the edge off a Hengawi offload. Dewey able to keep it alive. Hastings up to halfway. Ezra Mann, he's a good defender, we know that. Now Dewey is the kicker.
Great pressure.
And 2 bounces, Tessie New. The pressure came from Capewell for Brisbane.
Leaders all standing up early for Brisbane. He's done a tremendous job, Kevin Walters, with this side, but the leaders taking ownership. Carrigan and Haas, a strong start through the middle. You saw the pressure there from Capewell out on Dewey.
Brisbane have won 6 straight here at Suncorp and 7 of 9 this season. Now Walters on to Carrigan, pushed along for Haas. Getting the ball out in front and takes 3 to stop the big fella. Walters to Carrigan.
Brilliant.
Flegler. Now offloading back to Carrigan. They're all Origin players now, these blokes. High ball, Mariner. Sparkling talent in his first game in the NRL. Last tackle, Brisbane. Capewell to Reynolds. A bomb from 35 metres out. Laurie with chasers getting through. Laurie got it up high. It's a magnificent take by the Tigers fullback.
Yeah, relieving penalty here. Great take here. Dane Laurie just flying above the pack. It was Corey Oates who was coming down right in his grill. And he did well, Dane Laurie.
Let's go down to a Broncos great on the sideline and enjoying the start to this one. Lots of energy. Corey Parker, good evening.
Yeah, certainly is, Vossi and Mick. It's a wonderful occasion here for the Broncos, looking to go 7 straight at home, which has been a wonderful turnaround, as Mick already touched on from the top. From what we have seen over recent years, there's been a slight breeze blowing across the field, favouring nobody at the moment. It's a cool 14 degrees as Joe Fingelway looks for a little bit of second phase. And they showed last week, Vossi, as they come down that left-hand side, that if you take them any sort of lightness, that they can make you pay. So the Broncos need to start this game well, which they have.
Yeah, absolutely, Corey. Promising serve, Jeffrey Tulagi. And a set restart. So all of this 25 metres out from the Brisbane line. Tigers are up for it. Manu Brown and Dewey.
Yeah, they open up this side of the field. Just watch them all swing. I think they'll attack out, as Corey said, down that left-hand side of the field with Taulagi.
Brown, this is the way they're going. Hastings squares them up. Tamo, cut offload, but he's only 10 away. And gets a fairly quick play the ball in as well. Brown is a bit of a try sneak. He's got 4 this year, the man playing dummy half for the Tigers. Now Hastings back to Jock Madden, the man replacing Brooks. Laurie, Tuolangi put a fend on Reynolds. But support there with Staggs. Still on for the Tigers. Would love to be the first to score. The ball is there. Dewey got a hand to it. I thought it was knocked back, to be perfectly frank, but
out 10 guys.
Straight onto it there.
Yeah, really trying to open up that space around Adam Reynolds and get Kelma Taulagi one-on-one with him strong. Right-hand fend right into the chest of Reynolds there in that set. Good signs early from the Tigers. Plenty of enthusiasm around them.
6 minutes into the contest. The Hooters come in for a run again and late offload. Walters. These are good meters for Brisbane. What an improved side they are. Resilience shown down on their goal line and then quickly into their groove with attack. Shape about it. Carrigan, Reynolds, lovely hands, Dewey, and then across. Staggs able to get it away. Hoyter on his wing. Madden's across there, long drag. And that incurs the penalty.
Yeah, Brisbane winning the physical battle early, and that you know that you're winning the physical battle when offloads start to present themselves, and already Brisbane with a couple of offloads means they're winning the collision, they're getting their arms free. Great work here from Hoyter out on the far side, getting that fend out. And the Tigers there through Brett Naden just dragging him over the sideline.
It's an interesting one. He never went over the sideline. He offloaded before the sideline. The sideline official did not put his flag up, and the Tigers were penalised for continuing with the tackle.
Because he called held, I think.
For passing after. Okay. So who's in the wrong there? He's passed after he was held. Go figure. Carrigan, Haas. Taken down 17 metres away from the line. Walters. Carrigan has lost it. Squandered chance from Brisbane.
Yeah, it's been a confident and a busy start from Pat Carrigan. He'll be disappointed with that. His ball playing through the middle and the balance of when to carry and when to ball play, he's had it right for a number of weeks now. That time the ball just slipping through his hands. And a real chance gone begging there for Brisbane. West Tigers. A chance now. He's working out from their own half. The power game of the Tigers needs to increase. Brisbane winning that physical battle.
It really has proven to be the complete package. You've seen him.
Oh, yeah.
Great run. Kemba Marlow. We've been speaking on Fox League before the game. He presents well. He's captained this club. He's an Origin player. He's a Wally Lewis medal winner now. Tamo, good charge to halfway. Loving what both teams are throwing at each other tonight so far. Hastings, there's Dewey, got away from Mam. Oh, and he's, well, he forced the offload.
He tried to offload.
Pays a price, Adam Dewey, and well done to Walters getting there, being around the ball. I mean, it should have been a 50-50 contest. Who gets to it?
Yeah, had the arm with the footy in it just hanging out there, and Walters just did enough to dislodge the ball. Brisbane now on the attack.
Now Walters Flegler and Reynolds right up to the line. On his outside there, the quick play the ball. They're on their heels here, the Tigers. Walters, no, they get that wrong. Walters in about 4 minds there, goes over Stagg's side. Not necessarily a bad thing, mind you. Staggs, just give him the ball, let him have a crack. Now Walters, Carrigan, Reynolds, deep and wide. Mariner with the ball, tries a move on Dewey and is caught in possession on the last 10 metres out from the Tigers' line.
And it's hard at the moment to find a better starting middle rotation. I mean, the one that's going under the radar at the moment, we're all talking about the form of Haas and Carrigan and that 1-2 punch, and it's Flegler that's started the game tremendously for Brisbane. And that starting middle rotation really doing some damage here.
The Tigers have to take their turn at working the ball away halfway through the set on their own 30. The penalty certainly helps. And it is Flegler on screen who was pinged there. Just to take the Tigers near enough to halfway. As for the record, the Broncos win effort in the course of history against the West Tigers is their best against any club. 70% win rate.
On the line, Brent. Wait. On his foot, wait.
Tigers on the restart. The power got them going. But Stafford Tyre out on this right centre. He thought he was the match winner last week. Now Madden right up to the line. Shualungi there. Not able to poke his nose through the defence. Madden to centre field for Hastings to shift it along for Dewey. Get their Tyre scrum base there working. 25 from the line. Brown, Hastings, they're moving them around, or they're trying to move the Broncos defence around. Tamo caught in possession. 10 metres out. And then Madden, lovely crisp work. The Tigers have got the first try of the night. Naden, who scored a double against the Cowboys, has scored in the 12th minute here. And they've really worked the Brisbane defence over.
Yeah, particularly this right-hand side, and it's great awareness from the Tigers' spine, playing short early as they go out there, trying to attract the attention of Adam Reynolds. A number of times they've played short and then going shot for shot, going down the same side. And you can see there Brisbane's defensive line just struggled to adjust. Reynolds unable to get back into the defensive line. And Madden's little work there with the ball where he just jinked in and then played out did enough to hold up Hoyter and Staggs. And it gave Naden the opportunity to get on the outside, and doesn't he love it? And so he should.
Yeah.
The Tigers in front.
They're revelling in that. It's a little milestone tonight for Brent Naden, 50th career game. And this is his 5th appearance with the Tigers. And now 3 tries across the last couple of weeks. So off and running, the West Tigers against the Broncos.
They really set that up nicely, Andrew. The fact that Adam Reynolds has been really rushing out on the line, trying to shut down any movement. So they've been playing short, making it difficult for him to come up and then retreat back. And a number of times they've played short, they've gone away from Reynolds. That time, James Tamo carries the footy. They play him on the lead line, and then they rip down that short side with Madden. Fantastic play from the Tigers.
I think they've got a lot of issues with Tigers, but somewhere in the off-season, I think they do need to find a goal kicker. I'm not death riding you, Adam. But
so you're saying he's going to miss it?
He's 1 from 6 from the left touchline since he came back from injury. He's 2 from 8 overall, the sideline. So this is the reverse commentator's curse.
I think he'll kick it.
There.
Yeah, I think he'll kick it.
Touch judges won't move. This is for 6 now. Kicked it. Kicked it. 58% bangs it over from the sideline. Corey.
Well, I'm glad you're having lots of fun up in there, boys, about his kicking game. But a wonderful start, isn't it, for the Tigers? We saw this move quite a few times last week against the Cowboys that paid dividends. Just the back row or the front row. This time it was Tamo, as Mick, you mentioned, just tying up the 3 defender before they come around down that short side. Once again, involving Adam Reynolds. They'll be looking at going at him all night. Big man on small man, and they get some joy early in this game. Great start from the Tigers.
was interesting. Reynolds was all set to kick, and he was going to kick to the Tigers' left, and then looked up and saw the way they were forming, and then said, no, I'll kick it over. I want to go, it's almost like I want to kick Tamo's side. I want him to take the first run, because that's where he's positioned this time, whereas from the kickoff he was on the other side in goal. I haven't seen a kickoff change like that. In for safe half. Instead about the Tigers' back row, none of them tonight. The 3 back row, none of them have scored a try this year. You know about so-called nudie run and all the rest.
Oh yeah,
it's an unusual
that
situation
time of year, Andrew,
to have the entire back row. Hastings caught up there, 15 metres inside their own half. Brown and offhand Gowie, who topped the 100 game mark for the Broncos in his time here, 105 games. Dewey, that is a mighty strike. Boy, that's got some carry on it. You underneath it. Impressive fullback, Tessie New. He's returned to the side in round 17, and he's made the #1 jersey his.
That's a strong carry too there from Hoyt, getting busy. Staggs involved now, good to see.
And really ripping onto the ball there for 15 metres. Great counter-attack, Brisbane. Now they've found their mojo, the Broncos. This is some set. This is a 4-lane freeway they're working at the moment. Carrigan with the ball.
Good tackle down there. Manu Brown.
Last tackle, 57-metre gain in the set. Reynolds, kick and chase. Laurie's 3 from 3 to start the night under the high ball. So there's some good signs for both teams. Brisbane getting into their groove now, but the Tigers proving very competitive. What's more, completing 7 of 8 sets so far, the Tigers. Until then. Curse is working tonight in both ways.
Yeah, out of dummy half. Just costly error this. Safe half overrunning the pass, and Dewey just unable to reel it back in. Morley in discussions there with Robbie Farah, the 2 coaches. And the Broncos with a great opportunity now to attack. They've worked hard out of the backfield that previous set, some tremendous carries from their outside backs to win the field position. They forced the Tigers into error, and now a chance to attack.
Got strike both sides here.
Oh yeah.
Mam on the left, Oates, Staggs out on the right. And they are coming Staggs' way, and it's New who almost gets around the outside there of Madden. 7 metres away from the line. Flegler, the first real big test for the West Tigers defence here. Walters for Reynolds, for Mam, and then Mariner gets close. Scored a hat-trick pre-season against Wynnum. Trial for the Broncos. Now Reynolds. Back where they had played, and a set restart for offside the Tigers. Now Capel, high ball there for Mam. Carrigan will take the settler. This time the mood is, I think they will work right. Staggs may get his turn to run at Kapoa. And yes, they still go that way. Walters. Oh, he got a look at the line. His nose landed on the line there. Now Flegler.
Well, chance to play there. Reynolds dying for the ball.
Screaming.
They're still organising on this left-hand side. Reynolds needs the ball.
Last tackle. And there it is in the hands of their main man, Dab. Whoa, beautiful pickup. That's good stuff, that.
Taking plenty of confidence out of these defensive sets, the Tigers are. Turning the Broncos away as we see a penalty now. Carrigan, high contact on Ken Mamalo. The target lowered really quickly on him, and just a forearm down low from Carrigan. Look at the hands here. Off the bootlaces, Stafford tore. Brilliant pickup. There's the high shot just into the neck there of Ken Mamalo, and now all of a sudden the pressure relieved the Tigers up to the 40-metre line.
So 17.5 minutes gone. The Tigers have been the lone scorer in the match. Naden try Dewey's superb sideline conversion. Tamo centre field for the Tigers. These penalties, they've had 3 of them, the West Tigers, certainly helping their cause. And now another set restart. So we've had 4 legitimate penalties, 3 set restarts in 18 minutes. Could have almost been pinged there. Now Dewey's kicked on play 1. Oates is back there. And Oates has ended up with it in the field of play. Michael Ennis.
Yeah, it was all or nothing play there from Adam Dewey. They had a whole set up their sleeve and he kicks early. And Corey Oates did a tremendous job just holding himself off the defensive line a couple of metres, and now a penalty, and this turns into a horror moment for the West Tigers. A chance to really extend their lead and their dominance on the scoreboard. And here's Corey Oates, who's having a wonderful season for Brisbane. Lowers the body target. And then the marker's not square. Off Angawe just leaving early. And Adam G having none of it.
There's been a number of times this year the Tigers have done such a terrific job at different stages, but just little plays like that, as you mentioned, Mick, just relieving all the pressure and all the their ability to have that defensive line that they did against the Broncos. They come up the other end, they put a play 1 kick in, it doesn't come off, high risk play, and now they give away a penalty.
Check for Kemba Marlaw there.
Great touch point too, off the 10-metre line and up to the 40. They'll be over halfway on play 1.
Fans are thinking, well, right now we should be having about our 5th tackle in the set, just 10 metres out from the line. Certainly was a roll of the dice that too many teams would have taken at this stage. Flegler, 5 metres short of halfway. And there's another set restart. Oh, goodness. We are happening tonight. Brisbane with Ricky. Aggressive, athletic, almost to the 20. Carrigan. And Reynolds, they got up on him. Dewey was all over him there. Now Walters. Haas. Big stride. And again, it is 3 players, and it doesn't look like getting him to ground, to be honest, with 3 on him. Walters, Carrigan, Reynolds, Tummy, sharp work, beautiful work, and even better from Tessie New. Adam Reynolds, the guile, and the brilliance to finish from the young fullback. That's a slashing rugby league pride, that one.
Yeah, just watch the way Tessie New just moves on the pass. Watch his hips and his ability to get on the outside here of Kapoa. Reynolds, you're right, boss, he does brilliant work. Again, it's Carrigan ball playing through the middle. Reynolds across field, ball early. Look at that, he just moved on the pass, left Kapoa for dead. The show and go, this kid's special. He's had some hiccups with his body letting him down, some hamstring injuries. He's been a star as a kid. And just gets on the outside there of the Tigers' defence, the show and go. And he lights up the northern end of Suncorp Stadium. The Broncos back in the contest. Gee, that is a slick move.
Every time you see Tessie New play now, you're thinking, well, hang on, they've got Reece Walsh coming. How's all that going to work? Tessie New, his stocks go up every single game we see him on Fox League.
Yeah. There was a period a couple of years ago where there was a lot of talk about this Queensland side coming through, and it was Xavier Coates, Hamiso Tabuai-Fidow, Tessie New. There was a number of these special kids coming through, a really good crop at one time, and boy, haven't they delivered some great moments, and great to see. It's great to see that moment of Tessie being able to just transfer his weight and move on the pass. He's a special player. Few can do that. The speed was electrifying.
So Reynolds now on the right side. And he's got an amazing record. Like, we've seen great kickers all our careers, Michael, but I don't think there's ever been a kicker, a right foot kicker with a better success rate than Reynolds has had from the right touchline this season. Corey on the sideline.
Yeah, it was a costly error, isn't it? I mean, when you go back to moments ago on play one, Dewey come up with a kick, they give away a penalty, they come back down the other end of the field and out to this right-hand side. Tessie knew, where does he fit in next year? It may just be the #1 role. They come out their right-hand side, the second best right-hand side in the competition. They're going to keep coming that way because they're up against the second worst left-side defensive team of the West Tigers. So a great hit back from the Brisbane Broncos, but a poor start at the set there for Adam Dewey.
Amazing, the two kickers. Reynolds is kicking almost 90% from the right touchline, a right foot from the right touchline. It's almost as if he's got a bit of mental baggage left touchline from the grand final last year, and he's now kicking them out of his skin from the right. Capel there for Carrigan.
Playing confident Brisbane, aren't they? Looking to offload the ball at will and move the ball on the back of it. Tremendous to watch.
Now Walters, man, his development continues. 9th game tonight for Ezra Mann. The Eagles Junior, wouldn't they be proud of him, watching him every time he runs out in the Broncos jersey. Haas on the run there. Finally they get him to ground. Hastings over the top there. Carrigan, Reynolds pushing along for Katoni Staggs. And look at him, like he's trapped. I will not be trapped, says Katoni. Oh boy, he's able to offload. Now it's Haas. Staggs, oh, and they've turned it over. Brown with it. James Tamo got up after the Staggs running. It's almost as if to say, what the hell just hit me? I'm a front rower.
Oh, there it is. Dewey just with his left hand just pulling down on the ball as Haas looked to offload. Oh, there it is. One-on-one strip.
That was absolutely lawnmower ripcord stuff, that from Capel, ripping it away from Dane Laurie for another turnover. So we've got some twists and turns in this one. The set restarts, the penalty count, the errors. You're not sure what's going to happen next. General observation, I think there's a lot of points in this Brisbane side. Tigers are going to have to score plenty to go with them. Walters to Carrigan. Look at them set up again. Reynolds, there's Staggs. Now on the end of it, Hoyter decided to go real low. Was that by accident or by design, Deloise Hoyter? Did he try and worm his way over? Reynolds kicks low. Hastings. What a silly mid-on. Stops the ball that was headed for the boundary. Second time the Tigers, first Dyer out of the centres, and now Hastings.
Yeah, look at this right-hand side attack of Brisbane. It was Hoyter who just lost his footing, almost slid over. He's looking sharp out on that side. Here we go, nice offload now for Laurie.
That time there's no strip, there's a slinging tackle from oh no! Oh, will they get the penalty? Flegler's legs. And Manu Brown has played for it.
Yeah, he's milked that beautifully, Brown. And an important penalty too. Brisbane right on top. Tigers only 35 metres out from their own line. Late in the tackle count.
Well, boy, this penalty count is climbing. So he releases, all right, and he does roll away. Oh, yeah, well, that's... He could have got a start in the last episode of Home and Away there. Manu Brown. He's played for that.
Beautifully done.
Flegler, can he challenge that? I don't know whether he can.
Yeah, I thought he lost this too. Walters was claiming it.
Zane Musgrove just come on for James Tamo. First carry, interchange forwards. Can they challenge? Greg Alexander back in the studio screaming, no, no, no.
But you look at the effort there, and that has been Billy Walters all season. His commitment to come out of the line and make a difference. And he saw Musgrove coming. He took it upon himself, play one, to come out and set the tone for the set defensively. And he forces an error. And another turnover for the Tigers inside the Broncos half.
Sunday ticket tomorrow, doubleheader. The only place you see it right here on Fox League. Knights and Bulldogs. Bulldogs have become a must-watch side.
Yes.
Can't wait to see the Fox. Can he get another bag of tries? And then the Dragons and the Cowboys. And that's such an important game in the run home to the finals. The Dragons just have to keep winning. The Cowboys right at the moment trying to keep the likes of the Sharks and indeed the Broncos at bay, up in second position on the ladder. Now Reynolds across field. Staggs gets another turn. Certainly a crowd riser. Ball goes out to Tony Staggs' way. You're expecting something to happen. Flegler with the ball now.
Just look at the athleticism of these young Broncos forwards. Flegler, Carrigan, Haas. Look at them all holding width out here.
Carrigan then on. Another juggle from Haas. He's able to hang on to it right to the finish that time. On his feet, last tackle. Walters, Reynolds. Oh, step again. Oh, was it forward to Mam?
Oh, got there.
Oh, he's got there on his head. He scored it on his head. Ezra Mam. Thank you, Mam, for that. In Women and League round, Ezra Mam, he's excited about that.
Yeah, they're refreshing.
Oh, yes.
They are refreshing this Broncos halves pairing, the yin and the yang, the old and the young, and it's Reynolds that just under pressure cuts off that right foot, screams for an opportunity, picks up Mam, who rolls, twists and gets the ball down over his head. The Broncos fans going absolutely berserk at the northern end. That is brilliant from Ezra Mam.
Oh, we see some acrobats in the corner, don't we, these days with the wingers, but Ezra Mam's made a little nomination here for incredible put down.
That's good. Very good. Very, very good. And the awareness to keep the ball off the ground, to continue with his momentum, to catch the ball under pressure from safe half.
Was it? I'm trying to think. It was Cole Felt did one like that. It might have been here. Cole, either Townsville or here, did one of those over the head, incredible put downs. But you just got the presence of knowing where the goal line is. So they're just checking all of that. Adam Reynolds was sort of waiting. Try has been confirmed. He was standing alongside the referee, so he got it hot off the press. Try confirmed.
He's a cool customer, Ezra Mam. Just watching him turn up here at Suncorp, and he had the baseball cap on, the vest, and
He just come on and
he's a beauty. They've been patient and waited for different times throughout the season to give him opportunities, but back-to-back games and regular football now with this man, Adam Reynolds, and they are combining superbly.
And Reynolds, of course, converts. As Corey Parker did many times for Brisbane. Let's go to Corey right now.
Yeah, he's a wonderful player and a breath of fresh air. Ezra Mam, try number 5 for him in his career. Shades of Sean Berrigan back in 26 prelim final, scoring a try over his head. But you spot on, Mick, the yin and the yang. I mean, when Adam Reynolds come to the club, there was talks about Ezra Mam being the next superstar and long-term 5'8" of this club, yet he hadn't been tried or tested. Well, he's come into this season and he has taken every pose with a winner. He's defensively been very good, which is what Kevin Walters has been looking for, but his attack, he's got a slick left foot step. He's certainly bringing everyone onto the ball. What a player he is going to be.
Curling kick-off restart. So I certainly stand by the earlier statement. I think there's a lot of points in this Brisbane side.
Yeah.
The Tigers are going to have to go with them.
Yes.
I think the Tigers could defend well and still concede 4 or 5 tries tonight. Such is the quality of what Brisbane are throwing at.
Well, you're right. Their forwards have been tremendous to start the game, but it's also been some movement out to that right-hand side, getting Tony Staggs involved, who they have to. Carrigan now. He's come up with an error, an opportunity for the Tigers. Safe up.
Keeps it open there for the Tigers, who are prepared to attack. Naden's away. Naden, intercepts. Was hoping to find Laurie and saving the day. Well, that's on play 1. Madden is in trouble for the Tigers, back up near the 30-metre line. Can barely stand up after that rush down the left.
Well, Naden looked certain to score, didn't he? It was a tremendous try-saving tackle over in the far corner. It was great catch and pass. Taulagi got it to Madden and then just caught from behind. Madden will look at that in a moment. Naden looked certain to score, and I think it was Jordan Ricky that came over.
Exciting stuff here, and now Brisbane counter. He's back from a hip injury. It was the first match he'd missed all the year last week. Reynolds wobbling here. He stands up, and Kimamalo with it. Oh, Danny Boy, what's that? He's just tossed a watermelon in the air, not a rugby league ball there. He said, Dane, do your best. It was not a conventional pass. The up and under. It's
enjoyable half an hour, hasn't it been entertaining?
Well, it's like the mistakes have added to the excitement. Thankfully, Madden has recovered. Just a knock. He was certainly limping badly there a few minutes ago. Oh, boy, what a pair. Here we go. Oh, here we go. Flick pass out the back to the winger from Offahengawe. Seriously, folks, anything could happen on Fox League here.
Oh, yeah, great shot underneath.
Just onto the field to Hetherington. Yeah. One of the reasons why they are where they are on the ladder. The depth that the Broncos now boast. Jesse Hughes sprinting back.
Gliding.
And got past Julangi there. A1 just inside their 40. Reynolds will have to go it alone there.
I like that from Reynolds. Just out of dummy half, just keeping himself in the physical battle of this game.
Now for Corey Jensen. There's another one who's given them great value. Players like Kenny Palacia, Corey Jensen, all contributors to the effort. Now Man, on with you, then Mariner. Living the dream tonight, this young centre. Guarded last year as the best centre in schoolboy rugby league. Hetherington, they're pointing, go that way, Kobe. He does exactly what was asked of him. Last tackle, Brisbane now.
Which way?
Walters, Reynolds, caught by Ennis, delivered by Brisbane. Man's kick, looking for Mariner. He's got to play at it. He hasn't scored, but he's probably, through his keenness, will force it into a 20-minute restart.
We've got no grounding. We'll have a look at a possible contact back here too.
Yeah, love this play. Reynolds just linking with his halves partner, Mam, on the opposite side of the ruck.
Kick chase from Brisbane is onside.
To move
the
Laurie
Tigers
around.
player just turns back towards the ball. There is no escort action at this stage.
That's an ugly word with Tigers players, let me tell you. The Tigers fans don't worry about escorts.
The ball is then knocked on by Dean Mariner. We have a decision.
So it becomes the 20-minute restart. I visited the Broncos pre-season this year doing some filming for the Fan, and went out there and said, oh, who's that kid? Who's that? He just had a presence, this Dean Mariner. And when Kevy Walters came over for a chat, I said, who's really impressed you in the off-season? He said, Dean Mariner. I said, is that kid? He said, yes. He's got something about him. Ken Mamalo bursting back to halfway.
That's a couple of times now Big Kenny's just split them straight open.
Well, they're up for it. 8 minutes remaining. The half is flying by here on Fox League. So Peachy in a dummy half roll with Brown off the field. 30 metres away from the Brisbane line. It's Hastings setting up for Dewey. Oh, yes, man. All over Dane Laurie like he'd watched them at training, how that play was going to unfold. Back in field with Fanua Bole there for the Tigers. 19 away from the line. They're putting pressure on Brisbane. Dewey goes flat, safe half. Knocked on by Dewey. I don't think he was at all expecting a return pass.
Yeah, this is where the Tigers lack.
They're going to challenge it. Adam Dewey.
Still on tackle 4, Joey on field. Tigers challenging, knock on.
They lack persistence, the Tigers. They get bored with, when something works for them, they want to try something new.
Just looking to see if the ball touches Adam Dewey's hand or not.
Then what happens next?
The ball hits Adam Dewey's legs. We're playing on to this point.
And then...
Good challenge.
Good challenge from Adam Dewey.
They're getting to certain points on the field where they scored that first try, they then doubled up down the same side.
The challenge is successful.
That time they get to the middle of the field, everything needs to go left, and Adam Dewey calls the ball when there's nothing on.
So now they have to replay the play. So go back, they have to now find from the bunker where was the previous play the ball, and we replay the play.
Dewey needs to recognise when he needs the ball and when he wants the ball. And at the moment he's calling the ball when he doesn't need it. It's got to go towards Hastings and Madden out on that left-hand side.
So Dewey replay, they come right again. Dewey with it. 9 metres away from the Brisbane line. Last tackle, Tigers. Peachy, Madden sets himself up for the kick. The chasers are there. Now the overlap. Must score. No, must not score?
What happened?
I don't know. Naden's fallen off a cliff. Like he's in the process of setting to dive for the corner. And then I can't tell you what happened.
Well, it was great skill to keep the ball alive. Kapoa there out to Laurie. Great catch and pass. So too from Hastings. He just had to score. He'd lost his compass.
He has gone over the cliff. And he's got head first. He's lost the compass. Well, there you go. It's only that big white thing on the side.
Jackson Hastings saying, what are you doing? Where are you going?
Dear. You buy a ticket to the football, you come along the Suncorp Stadium, you think you're safe down in that southeastern corner, and you end up with Brett Naden putting the ball in your lap. Dane Laurie, right foot or ankle is the problem there. 3-on-1 it was at the finish. And Naden finds himself on the sideline.
Every time they've been there, the Tigers, I know it was different circumstances. It was a nice cross-field kick from Madden, but when they go left, they look good, the Tigers.
Gee, that's a bomb try, that.
Oh, yeah.
You know, has them back. Double last week, got the first one tonight.
Are you with us, Brendan? Someone to say.
Sure.
I'll get a runner out to see where he's at.
So now we stop play to finish up the trip.
Does he?
Dane Laurie, no, he's in the steward's report. He won't be starting. He's been pulled out of the barrier there, Dane Laurie. That's forced to switch at fullback. Naden, in fact, has gone back to fullback to cover for Laurie out on the left wing. I think Tony Staggs has got a side off and said, hey, get the ball to me, I'm running it in. And they may just work that out. Reynolds has moved over to the right side of the ruck here. They may take a crack. Walters decides to go Mam's way, and they're up over the 30-metre line. Laurie moving a little better now. Stuck off there by Jensen, and high energy again from Brisbane.
110 metres already for Payne Haas.
Now Reynolds, Staggs, he's going to run hard, Laurie. And Kapoa hanging on for dear life there. In the end, a pretty good tackle. Last play, Brisbane. Reynolds kicks across. He's got Mariner. He's got Oates getting through. Look out. Look out. Oates has knocked it forward. Man dives through, but there's no celebrations there. Referee G all over it.
You just love that as a fan, don't you? Seeing a contested kick. How often do we see these days where the opposition's just allowed to catch the ball under no pressure? Corey Oates accelerating for the contest there. Fantastic commitment from the Broncos winger. Having a great season, Oates.
He's indeed scored try-doubles the last 3 weeks. He's looking to equal the record of Steve Renouf tonight at scoring multiples in 4 straight games. That is elite company in the history of the Broncos. Halftime show not too far away. Cooper Cronk, Greg Alexander with Hannah Hollis. It's been a busy afternoon and night already here on Fox League. Plenty of drama down at Cronulla.
What a game.
Now Hastings inside, not handled at all by Zane Musgrove, and that gives an opportunity for Brisbane now.
Yes, had an unhappy start, hasn't he? Musgrove off the bench with his hands, dropped his first carry, and this time nice work from Hastings, just playing back on the inside, and he just took his eyes off the ball, Musgrove. Just looking at the defence, his eyes just looked up at the last minute. He saw Jensen coming in, and it's probably been the story of the half for the Tigers when they've had moments to really threaten Brisbane. There's just been some really costly errors, hasn't there?
Well, the completion rate went from, I think it was 10 of 12 to only completing 2 of the next 7. That gives opportunity for this team. Tessie New.
He is moving beautifully tonight, Tessie New.
5 metres from the line. And, everyone's got their hand up for a run. Oh, be careful with that leg lift. Volley there. Surely couldn't have been watching last night. Now along for Mam, and that not so good from that time. It ends up on the deck. And that's a little soft, that turnover there from Brisbane.
Yeah, well, they too have come up with a couple of errors when Burning good in tackling position, and he'll be disappointed with that, Tessie. Just a lack of concentration. Mam deep into the line, and just took his eyes off the footy at the last minute, thinking about what he was going to do with the ball before he caught it. With a lack of concentration, Kevin Walters going through the details, starting to think about what his message will be at half-time.
Dewey's probably exhausted. I mean, 2 plays earlier, he's the man sweeping in on the right.
Down now, down now.
And then 2 plays later, he's the man sweeping in on the left.
Break.
Tigers counter-attack. Thankfully,
Stand now.
Laurie is moving a lot more freely now. It's a boost for them. He's lurking around the play the ball at the moment. Bandage looks like he's wearing some sort of sock at his right foot, but he's oh boy,
He's been loose a couple of times, hasn't he? Look at this, Mamalo again. He's had 2 line breaks already out of nothing. Almost another. Bolo now.
to halfway. I think they've got a good in young Whenua. Hastings, Madden, lovely ball!
Inside.
Choragi through!
Inside.
Naden's on the outside, they go inside, juggle! And score! Jock Madden. Every Tigers fan heart went almost right out their mouth, but he pulled the ball back in to score.
Yeah, really nice work. He started and finished it, Jock Madden, into the side late with Luke Brooks being ruled out. And I spoke earlier in the night about trying to isolate Adam Reynolds and that space around the little halfback. This time, Madden deep into the line, and a lovely short ball for a rampaging Kelma Taualangi into open space. Takes Tessinew away, opens it up, just rotates the body a little too much. Ball goes behind Madden, did well to drag it in, and then just hits reverse. Puts the beepers on, starts backing up over the try line.
Yes. Did he juggle it 4 times? Was it 3 or 4 times that he juggles here?
And Brett Naden says, thank gosh.
Yes.
The Tigers.
There's 3 in there.
I found a second down that left-hand side. Look at this ball. This will look terrific on this angle. Look at this. Beautiful. Staggs just a little ahead of the line, and Reynolds caught in tight. And that space in between Reynolds and Staggs, it's juicy, and the Tigers are going there and they're getting value.
Hails from the Scone Thoroughbreds. Jock Madden. We first saw him, it feels like an age ago because it is pre-COVID, but the Perth Nines, remember that, Michael?
Yeah.
We went over there and Jock Madden got his opportunity there.
He's played well, you know, Madden, when he's had his chances this year. And you know, with Luke Brooks out, he gets another opportunity. But the players love him and they love playing with him. You could see the reaction when he scored that try. They came from everywhere, the Tigers players. And it's a good moment there for Madden.
When he first came into grade, he said that one of his inspirations, and I hope our host back in the studio doesn't mind, he said he tries to model his game on Cooper Cronk. It's probably a good man to try and model your game on. Adam Dewey lands his second conversion of the night. We're inside the final minute and a 12-all scoreline.
But still looking for another goal kicker over Christmas, are they? Oh,
Who said that? It was Parker said that.
Oh, that's a great short ball.
Back in. Oh, that's something. So we've had the put down from Mam.
Adam Dewey is just, you can't see that, but from the commentary box here, he's just come and stepped off the field and then gone back on. That was strange. He ran to the sideline, stepped over the sideline, and then ran back on. Let's see if Corey Parker can work out what was going on down there. The trainer was with him.
Too, isn't he? Go to the Sheds half-time a little early here. Tigers on their 20. They're in the game again, as they were against the Cowboys last week.
Oh, great tackle. That'd be Hetherington, is it?
Tuolungi.
Yeah, it is. Boy, he's ferocious with his technique under the ball.
It's on Capel. He's all over Laurie Dewey with a run. So he's back from almost the Sheds, taking that run. Tuolungi's down in back play for the Tigers. He's it's really on his haunches. I figure coming up to half-time, Laurie's with the ball, bouncing away. Here he is in pinball mode there, Dane Laurie. What about a field goal attempt? Hastings, all he wanted it. He had himself in front outside the 40. He won't get the shot. But yeah, yes, there's been mistakes.
Well, there's blood pouring out the nose of Taualangi.
It's been an entertaining half. There's injuries to talk about. There's been 4 tries. There's been sideline conversions. Some remarkable tries, to be honest. Half-time, Brisbane 12, the West Tigers 12.
Reynolds, as he brings the Broncos back out, had some wonderful moments. Their hands let them down occasionally, but their attack looking very slick. Tessie New had some nice moments. Reynolds and Mam combined nicely, but it was the involvement of this net man, and while it only says 5 runs, it was the threat and just the look of Brisbane when they move the ball to that right-hand side and Staggs gets involved. You said it, Andrew. The crowd lifts, the emotion lifts behind the Broncos side when Katoni gets involved. We've got to throw him the ball early, get this crowd behind them, get them invested, get them coming into what should be a really strong win as we're back underway.
Last week, the Tigers led by 10 at halftime. They're level with the Broncos tonight. And we're back underway, and Brisbane under assault close to their own line. So the form and the effort of last week was real from the Tigers, that they still believe they can challenge. What have they got to lose? What they are trying to shed is the wooden spoon.
Look at this bloke. 20-metre carry to start the second half.
His stats last week were over 200 metres against the Parramatta Eels, and he's backed it up here. He's recovered from that shoulder injury. I doubt he's 100%, but he'll battle on. This time, Mick Jensen. They kept Pates, they kept Palacia fresh in the first half, Brisbane. Pretty handy couple that'll come into the game this second half. Floating bomb, Laurie. Oh, boy, Laurie. That was interesting at the end. He almost got in a squat position to catch it.
A good start from Brisbane. Not conservative, but safe and powerful as they like to play. There's the take there from Laurie, just reaching at the end, and a nice kick from Reynolds to start the second half.
Tigers, meantime, Austin Dias is the only player who didn't see any football off their bench in the first half. Moving forward, only had 24 minutes of first grade so far. Peachy, Kimbalalo has been good tonight, really strong, up over halfway. And a good play the ball for Peachy. It enables him to scurry and look to create on that right. Counter set from the Tigers, so quality start to the second half. Hastings chases there. Laurie's leading the way. Tessie New took off. Referee says from the field of play. So play on, and Brisbane with it 10 metres out from their own line. That was the two fullbacks almost coming together there.
Yeah, I would have liked Laurie to have a crack. It was a one-on-one duel there. The bomb was perfectly weighted right on the try line, and Laurie came through. He had a chance to jump over the top of Tessie, and he opted out. Brisbane are there to be beat tonight, Andrew. They really are. Defensively, they don't have the aggression and the line speed that they've had for the last couple of months. Physically, when they've got the ball, they're troubling the Tigers, but defensively, they're vulnerable tonight.
Ezra Mam was limping about a little bit after that previous defensive set. 5 tackles here for Brisbane. He hasn't featured in this set. And Reynolds will be the kicker on the run and find the grass. Great play. Is it going to pull up? Is it going to pull up? It turns left. Remarkable! Adam Reynolds. Oh, Laurie does so well to get back. But what about Reynolds' kick? What a season he's having for the Broncos.
He's a magician. Yeah, people say there's a lot of luck in that, but the hours of practice that Adam Reynolds doing, sure, the bounce, particularly at the end, there's some luck in it, but his control of the footy with his kicking game is incredible.
Oh, gee, a brave carry in the end, wasn't it, to get back to the field of play. Looking at that replay box. Been a real ugly moment for the Tigers. Now they get a chance to kick from inside the 40 off the boot of Madden. Oh, he's knocked it back. They're going to call knock back. Gee, if it's the Tigers' own game, it's probably crowd screaming for blood there. Deloise Hoyter.
Knock on it Leichhardt.
Yes, that's right. Like it must be a different way the water goes down the sink at Leichhardt. There it is, over the shoulder. So Brisbane back to halfway. Reynolds now with Hetherington. 41 from the Tigers line. No score after half-time. Mam setting up to go left. I guess we wait to see wins a sweeping play to the right for Staggs. They continue to go left. Short side play. Tessie New. So much of the attack revolving around the efforts of the fullback. Mariner goes close in the safe half tackle. Last play it is, so it won't be a kick to Oates' corner. It'll be Reynolds kicking, and he goes low. It looked a bit hard. Well, he's got one wrong. the master.
Yeah, I think the whole set was wrong from Brisbane. They just looked completely out of whack. Here we go. Brent Naden now just charging up at the 20-metre line. Good, strong carry. And Reynolds, a poor kick, really poor kick. 7 tackles for the Tigers.
Let's take an assessment from half-time from Mr. Corey Parker.
Yeah, the half-time report coming out of the Broncos sheds, Kevin Walters, he really wanted his team to just compete harder and play more direct with the football. As for the Tigers, well, Kelma-Tuilagi had to do a HIA, which he did pass. They wanted some more discipline with and without the ball and like to continue going down that right-hand side towards Adam Reynolds. They found themselves having plenty of joy, but you're spot on, Mick. The Broncos are there to be beaten defensively.
Along, Kapoa hasn't had many chances with ball in hand. Tackled by over there. And now for Hastings. The last play it is, so they're in position for an attacking kick. It will be Madden to provide it, and Dewey's going to chase. Dewey's the man leading the way. He's got a leap in. He's batted it left. Play on. Another bat, double bat. Now the ball with Kapoa. Turn and pass. Kept alive. Peachy for Dewey. Kept alive again. The Tigers find themselves with open pasture for Stafford. Time to go over and score.
Adam Reynolds is down, hurting back plate. And it's the Tigers. A nice kick from Madden and Dewey going, making the effort, getting up, competing, tapping the ball back. And they'll just continue to offload and pass. Here's the kick from Madden. Dewey back on the inside. He leaps up above over the top of Reynolds, taps the ball back. They keep it alive. Did well, Kapoa. And as the ball moves out to the right-hand side, it's just catch and pass. And you can see their Oates staying back in the pocket. They got the ball on the outside of Mariner. And it's Stafford Toa. There it is, the knee in the head there from Dewey. He stays on the ground, and they were short on the far side of the field. It's where the Tigers moved the ball, and they've come out enthusiastic. The Broncos are in a mindset tonight where they're just trying to manage the Tigers defensively instead of going after them like we've seen them go after sides and how they went after Parramatta physically last week. The Tigers can smell that they're off a little bit. They're hesitating, Brisbane. And nice work from Seyfarth out the tour.
Yeah, he had the little bobble, Seyfarth, but he does end up throwing the last pass for the try.
Reynolds, I think they'll lose Reynolds. They'll lose Reynolds here, I think, for a HIA.
Well, it's only now that he's rejoining the rest of his team. He's been with the trainer all that time while you watch those replays.
Yeah, he went through the on-field HIA with the trainer, but you're spot on, Mick. You probably will see Adam Reynolds leave the field. Corey Pakes is on his feet. They're talking about, as I can see right now, plenty of discussion on the sideline between the doctors.
There's been a lot to like about the Tigers' performance tonight. There was a couple of errors early in the tackle count that really hurt them in the first half when they started to get some rhythm, but that final 10 minutes before half-time and the way they've started the second, Brett Kamali would be racked with their application.
Dewey's got one from the left. And now from the right, here's the next Thurston Halligan.
You the bird.
Taylor Johns, he has, and well deserved.
I'll tell you they need a kicker.
Well deserved. He's banged over 2 for the sideline. He's doubled his season tally. And Corey Parker Reynolds will come from the field.
Yeah, you're spot on. He is leaving the field as we speak. Corey Pakes with the HIA card. He will go through the process and come back, you would think. But at this stage, Adam Reynolds has left the field.
Real jolt to the head, wasn't it?
Yeah, direct contact to almost the temple area. Pakes onto the field, and Brisbane now. How will they respond without Reynolds, without the little master?
Adversity, 18-12. Tigers.
Oh, look at this.
Wrapped up from the back fence comes Fanua. I'm telling you, he is going to be on the scene for quite some time for the Tigers. There he goes again. I think he's only got one gear, and it's a high one. Playing the ball, he's been stung there. 10 metres inside their own half, but it's a good start to the set through 2 tackles. Dewey taking that run. Nua Bolle, only in his 5th game of rugby league at 20 years of age. They do talk highly of the young crop they have coming through, even further back to 15 and 16, the Tigers. How patient can you afford to be when you haven't played finals for so long? Now Laurie dancing around. Hastings going to do a bit the same. 25 away. Great set to follow points from the Tigers. In terms of ground made, Peachy, Dewey, weight looks good. Weight is perfect. Oates with the ball, 3 on Oates.
Really good.
Tigers set absolutely from the copybook.
Yeah, the play the ball speed at the ruck is just blowing Brisbane away at the moment. They're not willing to get in to the tough stuff. They're not willing to control the collision and get to the ground and squeeze. And the Tigers, how many times have we seen Tyrone Peachy already out of dummy half? And it's young Fanua Bolek who's going to have to come from the field for a HIA assessment, and Offahan Galway coming to the sideline as his replacement. And the Tigers with all the momentum at the moment, and they are winning. They are winning the physical battle. They've turned it around. It was all Brisbane early.
All right, line dropout, Brisbane here. The first line dropout of the night for either side, and the Tigers ripping it again with Musgrove. They are running with great intent at the moment, the Tigers.
Play the ball speed. Watch how quickly they're playing the ball.
And a set restart as a result. On the back of that, catching them inside the 10. Peachy Hastings, good step, onto his knees. No one there to stop him even then. Tigers fans thinking they're going to go further in front here. Big run, it's just too good. Zane Musgrove. He had one crack, now he's had another crack.
We're coming up to 3.
He says, sir, on the front row, you cannot take a throw off me.
We need to watch this in full speed, because I think it's momentum that takes him over the line. Now, we'll just need to see the front on view to see if he actually propels the ball forward. His body finishes over the try line. Now, if we slow this down, it's going to look like a double movement.
Momentum takes Zay Musgrove into the in-goal area. We have a decision.
Good call.
It's only the 3rd try of his career. So how can you take it off him? Have a look at his face. Isn't he fired up? And every player at the moment has bought into what they are doing. And they've just gone through the meat of the Broncos' defence there.
Yeah, straight through the front door. And it has been, as I said, the physical battle that they've come out. Obviously, Brett Kamali's challenged them. They went in at halftime with a real spring in their step on the back of a try from Jock Madden, and you can see there, again, just going straight up the middle. It's Peachy out of dummy half, which has been, it's been all too regular for the Broncos' liking, and just a simple short ball, running hard, Musgrove over the top of Paix, and his body gets him into the in goal. Well, the more you slow it down, Andrew,
that's right.
the more
it's
like a double movement.
That's
when you
right.
play it at full speed, his body ends up in the in goal. I'm happy with that decision.
Understandably, the crowd not the Broncos fans, and getting it on the big screen at both ends.
Well, all of a sudden,
it's just been
12 points. They've just,
well, you go all the way back to 1908. The first coach's game plan was run hard, tackle hard, and it's still working 114 years on. I mean, that is what the Tigers have done since half-time.
yeah, and just looking down at this Broncos bench, there's Flegler, Haas, Carrigan. They were the 3 that did the damage early, all sitting on the sideline at the moment. Carrigan's on his feet. He wants to get back into the contest, but boy, their ruck's getting blown apart at the moment.
Dewey's having a great night with a boot. Corey Parker on the sideline. Tigers now kick clear.
Yeah, it's been a wonderful start, hasn't it, from the Tigers, and a real error of defence there. Their 18th try they've conceded through the middle of the Brisbane Broncos. You see Payne Haas just rocking out on that left-hand side, isolating Corey Paix, which then allows Musgrove just to crash over big man on small man so close to the line. It's a real area of concern, this part right now, the next 10 minutes for the Brisbane Broncos. The little Mastro has gone off with a HIA. They're 2 tries behind in this second half. If they are the real deal, they need to get these games done.
Saying other disallowed tries as this ball bounces downfield, other double movement tries. If it didn't reach the line on first attempt, I've got to take it off him. because he did definitely promoted the ball from under his body. I know the top of his body is, but where the ball was had to be promoted with an actual move forward, having already hit the ground. But that is by the by now. It was locked in under bunker review. 8 metres inside their own half. Hastings, Madden, they're lively again. Out it comes, Capel with it, taking on Staggs. Is there as well for Brisbane, but another big set. The Tigers, I mean, they've just marched into Broncos territory here. In a set, there's nowhere near like they're going to be trapped inside their own half through 5 tackles. 5 tackles, they're putting up an attacking kick again. Madden with it, there it is, poked to the corner. Just got the bounce.
Yeah, great set from the Tigers. And again, they start their set inside the 10-metre zone, and Taulagi getting down there on the kick chase, and look at this, Poochie out of the line.
This is going to be hard work. This is where you need Corey Oates coming in for a run. Outside backs taking a run because there's been some petrol used up by Brisbane since half-time. Carrigan back on the field, and boy, did they need that. Penalty blown. Brisbane can reset from here.
Yeah, chance to take a breath. Let's have a look. Yeah, you can see there, Musgrove late to get back. Tyrone Poochie never onside. And young Billy Walters puts it 40 metres out from the Tigers line. How does their attack flow here without Adam Reynolds? Let's have a look.
Straight on the win. I'm going to lock in a long way out. 30 is what you're going to need to win this game tonight.
Yeah.
I reckon 30 might be the figure. There's 27 to go. Enjoy the rest of this one on Fox League. Ball with Hetherington, 25 metres away from the Tigers line. Now Corey Pace, then for Jensen. They've got themselves inside the Tigers 20, the Broncos, but without Reynolds. Carrigan takes over, middle, man, Van Tessinew working towards Oates' corner, doesn't get that far. Played by Mariner. Still on for Brisbane.
I know Mariner can move, but wouldn't you be getting the ball out to Tony Staggs?
Nice play. Crowd saw something there. High tackle. Hastings blowing up. He's saying no way. Capel stayed down there. There's a penalty. Adam Dewey's having plenty to say. Gee, Adam is unleashing a verbal barrage here.
Who's on report, Joey?
He just said, I'm saying for penalty. It's not good enough.
I don't know whether you can dispute it, can you?
No, it's high contact, and he stayed down. And the Tigers players are fuming. The southern end there were just baying for a penalty, the Broncos fans. And it was Jackson Hastings, I think, was saying that he stayed down to get the penalty. Nonetheless, Brisbane now a chance to get back into the game.
5 metres from the line, play number 1. They trail by 12, Brisbane. Takes Carrigan yet to score a try in his career, Patrick Carrigan. He's only a metre away that time. Pakes crowd, not in the game from dummy half. Twisted and turned in the tackle. Still right in front of the crossbar. Untangle is the call of the referee. Oh boy, that is a short pass from Carrigan. It was like a handover past the passing stuff. Can't get any closer to the goal line, mind you, where they play the ball. Pakes. Now they try and create room. Man up on him quickly. Toll with a tackle. Last play, Brisbane. Little rudderless without Reynolds out there. Walters' kick. Covered up by Hastings. Big pat on the back for the Tigers, but you question what the Broncos threw at them.
Yeah, they just keep trying to go out to that left-hand side, and you saw a great tackle there from Stark Tor and Ezra Mann. Beautiful read of Bravery coming in.
Important news from the sideline, Corey Parker. What's the story with Adam Reynolds?
Yeah, Bronco fans can breathe a sigh of relief. Adam Reynolds has passed his HIA. He will return to the field any moment now, as to Tom Flegler just probing up and down the sideline, waiting to get back on. So big news there for the Broncos at 24-12 down.
And not forcing a mistake. Yes, down the call comes.
First Tigers.
He's checking with his sideline official, who I think is the one who made the call there.
Well, they're going to challenge
and they will challenge it. They're going to say, you can't tell me from 30 metres away.
Tackle 4, mate. We've got a double knock on first off Tigers.
Do we have luck in the first half with his first challenge?
There's a lot going on for Adam G over the last 10 minutes. There's plenty at stake here tonight for both sides. Tigers trying to stay away from the wooden spoon. The Broncos trying to establish themselves.
There's no touch from the Tigers at this point.
Capel's knocked on first.
Capel's knocked on.
Just looking to see the direction of the ball off Capel's hand.
Forward.
Opposite of backwards. So, crowd's gone quiet just for a moment. Really is a stock take. 24 minutes, 18 seconds left.
They're really trying to send a lot of their attack.
We've got 6 more though.
Tigers are going to have a bit of luck here. Or not luck, are they?
The referee at this point blows the whistle and the play could still continue. We have a mutual infringement. We have 6 more tackles because the ball has been touched and played out by Kurt Capewell.
Right. So
what are we doing?
Tackles. Well,
Let's
they'll
go.
have to.
Challenge is successful.
Not playing the ball. Yeah.
And because
Last play the ball,
Capel
gonna be
knocked
tacked
on,
away. Okay.
they will go back to the
Jock
previous
Madden,
play the
you'll
ball,
play
but
it.
this time with a
Yes.
set.
Yeah, that's right. Now, as I was saying, Brisbane sending a lot of their attack to this left-hand side for
that
Oates and
side,
Mariner. I'd love them to see them open up the field and come out this way to get Tony Staggs some more ball. There's Reynolds.
And with Reynolds, he has to serve the mandatory time, even though he's fit and he's got the card. He has to serve his time with the HIA protocols. The fan coming up tonight, we've got a Ruben sandwich. We've got Ruben Cotter from the Cowboys. We've got Ruben Garrick from Manly featuring on the program tonight. One of the great tries of last season, Manly v the Cowboys. Remember that one? On full time, 110 metres. We will relive that in the words of the players. Tigers have lost that. Or was it stripped? They may challenge that as well. Ball came out.
It's a loose carry.
So loose carry drop ball. And we will go off for captain's challenge. Boy, no time to make a cup of tea in the bunker.
Tui, tackle 2. On-field ruling is making a tackle to knock on against New Brown.
Not sure they'll win this one. It looked like he may have just got the arm of Farmanu Brown. Spinning and twisting all his hands on the ball, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah.
Kurt Capewell is just trying to effect a tackle. There's actually no intent to strip.
Poor perception, isn't it? It's
Challenge is
just
unsuccessful.
opinion. So
Unsuccessful guys to the bottom. He's
well,
making a tackle.
they
Sliding
lose
down,
that one.
making a tackle.
The Tigers and
Like on the roulette wheel there. 8's come up.
Yeah.
Go 8 again. 8's come up. We'll go it 3 times. Damn. 9. They've missed out. So they pushed their luck, the Tigers, and now they've lost their challenge. 24-12. It's been quite a roadblock. What's just happened the last few minutes, that really brought everything to a halt. It's given players a chance to catch a breather. Been a good 3 or 4 minutes without a great deal of play. Scrum on halfway. Walters, dummy and run. With that stoppage. Oh, great time. Does that get away taken off Reynolds? Does that get him back quicker in terms of game time, back on the field? He's just got to serve the mandatory 15. Now the ball with Pates. Oh boy, another ball on the ground from Brisbane. Capel with it. And taken back, carted back some 7 or 8 metres there.
yeah, they're into him. He stayed down for a penalty a couple of minutes ago, and that was Dewey, the man into the tackle. Here comes Reynolds.
Mariner swerving run there up to the 20. And this time Jensen brings it back towards the posts. The set restart for the ruck infringement has created a big opportunity for Brisbane. And they may take it on the first tackle. Ricky! More than plunged over. Barnstorming stuff. Big high knee step. Boy, is he fired up. Jordan Ricky, get out of his way.
Yeah, we've been talking about coming out to this right-hand side, coming towards Tony Staggs, and this time it's a lovely short ball for Jordan Ricky. Right over the top of Mariner, through the tackle of Kapoa, gets through Naden, gets through Laurie. Big, powerful, robust. And Jordan Ricky gets the Brisbane Broncos right back in the contest. And Suncorp Stadium on their feet. rallying behind the home side. As Reynolds comes back into the action for Brisbane, it's Jordan Ricky.
He's turning into an 80-minute back rower with quality in his work. It's a John Cleese 40 Towers funny walk sort of celebration. Still tried July.
Well, he was trying to execute.
July.
Tessie knew was all over him. Just
right.
give me some room.
Yes, that's right. To perform that walk. And with...
Look at this instantly. Adam Reynolds back onto the field and just barking orders, composing the side, giving them direction. He is so important to them.
Importantly, he was off when the try was scored, so he can't take the shot.
Yeah.
So Staggs is the kicker, despite the fact that Reynolds is physically back on the field now.
Important kick too.
Yeah.
Really important kick.
10 in from touch. You go over to Tony Staggs.
What a Saturday it's been on Fox League.
Yeah.
Incredible, isn't it?
We've still got more to go. 14 goals this year, Tony Staggs. This 11 in from touch. She's got it as well. It is 6 points the difference, Corey.
Yeah, it's game number 41 for Jordan Ricky and try number 8 in his career. He's starting to really find his feet out on this right-hand side at different stages, and it happens through in the NRL. You go through ups and downs, but it's been really consistent over the last couple of months. Jordan Ricky just doing his job, running a nice hard line this time and getting his team over for a really important try and back into this contest with 21 minutes remaining. As you mentioned, Adam Reynolds is back onto the field.
24 plays 18. 21 to go. Flegler is back.
And a great
pretty good
shot.
tackle as well.
He's in trouble here. Is that...
Oh, gee, it's a tough game to play. Yeah, Talangi's feeling a bit everywhere there. He's clutching the left hamstring more than anything, but I think he's got a few cobwebs as well to clear.
I have been so impressed with Flegler tonight. The venom in which he's carried the footy.
It's his teammates that have forced Talangi back there, Michael, that sort of folded him over. Could be a really nasty finish here.
Yeah.
The leg's not meant to do that. Mind you, if they're working on the stability of the knee. It's not muscular, it's not...
Well, they need him. He's been tremendous on the left-hand side, been a real threat. Adam Reynolds marking him, and he's done some damage at different stages throughout the contest, and good signs for the Tigers. He's back on his feet.
Broncos again. 24 to 18. Brisbane side coming into this round in 4th position on the ladder. Looking for their 13th win of the season. They've almost doubled their tally of wins from last year. Expected to beat the Tigers, but being thrown down a real challenge tonight. Here's Mariner. Now we get to see his moves. Back in field.
Now keep coming the same way.
5 metres inside the Tigers half. You're getting glimpses of what Mariner can do. He's a really good mover. He's not the physical presence of Tony Staggs on the other side. Last tackle, Brisbane Pakes. Reynolds kicks back towards the uprights. Oh, Laurie, catch and spin, and then hits by Capewell.
Yeah, there was periods where, in their early stages, Kieran Foran and Daly Cherry Evans, Cooper Cronk, Billy Slater used to do these plays. And it's been a real feature, Mam and Adam Reynolds. Reynolds going down a short side, kicking back infield for Mam, who pushes through. That was well read by Dane Laurie, but sharp attack from Brisbane.
Tigers are safe half. A little bit tougher in this set than those ones that they had following points. That's 4 tackles. They're only now back to the 30-metre line. So that's a win for Brisbane in this set, just showing that their momentum has swung again. Tigers had no trouble getting down the other end 5 or 10 minutes ago. Those stoppages for the captain's challenge, all filed by the Tigers, I believe have played into the Broncos' hands. They were able to reset through that time of the challenge.
Yeah, I agree. It was a poor start as we see Payne Haas now coming to the sideline. No surprise. Kevin Walters going back to those starting middle forwards. Flegler, Haas, Carrigan. And those stoppages have just allowed Brisbane to reset, catch their breath. Tessie New.
Now to Mariner. It's up to halfway. Mamalo got him onto his back there. New long ball high for Reynolds. He doesn't want that again. Carrigan will lead up the metres on the run. Play number 4 done for Brisbane. Pakes now. Flegler. Reynolds. Shift. No. Doesn't offload yet. That may have been touched by the Tigers. I think it was by Kapoa. Tackle count restarts.
Bit of luck going Brisbane's way now.
Staggs the player. Reynolds. Man. They can settle down a little here. Ricky. They've got so much time on the clock. Fans want them to score this set, but it doesn't necessarily have to be that way. The comeback of Brisbane. Flegler. Reynolds. Lined up. Oh, Tessie News put it down when he just had almost a one-handed grab at the ball, did he not?
Yeah, almost similar to the one we saw in the first half, where he's just reaching. That's a poor pass from Reynolds, just too far in front. Needed it into the gloves early so he could make a decision. It was too far out, having to reach for it at full speed. And another chance missed for Brisbane.
Tigers have already scored well over their season average of points per game. They've averaged just 14 points a match this year. They're 24 against Brisbane tonight, but only leading by 6. But reason to believe they need to get at least one more. Oh, well, the metres are gone from the Tigers game.
And it's the line speed of Brisbane that's really changed, and it's Flegler and Carrigan making the difference.
Now Laurie shifts it across. Dewey to halfway. Promised a little more there. Play 4. Tigers getting on the front foot. Hastings, nice wrap around there.
Bollock.
And Fanua Bolle is back. Last play, Tigers. John Madden, a bomb from 30 metres out. Someone has to get to it on the fall. It was a mid-air tackle, but on the attacking player there. And play on is the call. There's no question that Tuolangi was tackled in air there with the ball. But he was the attacker.
Tigers just starting to try and wrestle back momentum. This was the collision there.
Brisbane on their 40. Carrigan.
He's having a season. Look at this, Carrigan.
Yeah.
20 metres, an important 20 metres for Brisbane.
Crowd gets on his back as well. Payne Haas will follow up. Look at Payne Haas go. 22 metres from the line, and again, you can't get the big fella down. Bakes, Reynolds, thought about kicking. Ezra Mam does more than that. Laurie's there again. He's been magnificent tonight.
Yeah, really good set. Brisbane winning the battle and momentum back physically. They're not trying to find cheap points. They're not looking for shortcuts. They're earning it physically. Look at this. Their line speed has changed. Brisbane getting off the line, getting physical with the Tigers. Ezra Mam now into it.
Just again, the work of Laurie at times, not just quality, but so brave, some of his takes tonight. Terrific stuff from the Tigers fullback. Slow play the ball from Stafford there. Now there's more pressure everywhere. It's pressure middle, it's pressure left and right. Last tackle, they're kicking from inside their 30. They were marching 60 and 70 there for a period. Now they're kicking from deep inside their own half. Hang on, Tigers fans, you're in for another close one this week.
John Lange going to have to come from the field here after that collision in the air only a moment ago, where he collided with Deloise Hoyter. And a great kick return from Corey Oates. Up to 128 metres now carrying the ball. That was the collision in the air. He doesn't want to leave the field, the big man. Game right in the balance.
Yeah, positional switch. James Tama will go into the middle, and Hastings come out to this left-hand side for defender.
So Brisbane with it. And full of running. Mariner, good drag back there by Hastings. Pakes for Haas to Carrigan, with only 2 on his outside because Mariner had come in on the previous run.
Great post-contact movers.
Haas right up to Flegler, the 2 front rowers tipping on there. Got to think Corey Yates has got to get a crack somewhere, doesn't he? 2 on the left. We talk about Staggs on the right. Here's Reynolds for New, and then for Hoyter. Close.
Here it comes, Oates.
Last tackle. Can they get the kick all the way over? Reynolds doesn't get a good ball. He'll try. He's got it to the posts. Tigers are with it.
7 tackles.
And Dewey's off. He had 1 leg in the goal. And that is superb from Adam Dewey. Back to halfway just like that.
Oh, Carrigan and Mamalo come together. Great shot, Carrigan.
Kenny's up over 150 running metres for the night, Ken Mamalo. A tough game this is. And what about the finish we're in for? 13 and a half to go. The Super Saturday on Fox League. Hastings, Madden, Laurie held it up just long enough. Kapoa, good wrestle. Then for Naden. Back in field he comes. He's got big Tamo in support. He doesn't give it.
You can feel Staggs just breathing down his neck.
Tigers, after some big pressure the last 7 or 8 minutes, have now got a chance of their own. Tamo with a run. 24-18. Would even go 7 in front this far out. It'll come up for Hastings. Here he is. Hastings flats. And Oleg is held between defenders. Last tackle, Tigers.
Yeah.
Line drop out with Do. Oh, Manu Brown with the all-or-nothing play out of dummy half.
Yeah, it wasn't the right play there from Manu Brown. They needed to build some pressure, keep the ball away from these big Brisbane middle forwards. And an unnecessary play there from Brown going on the last. It's never on. And in the end, a pretty light turnover for Brisbane. Reynolds now looking for an opportunity out of dummy half.
Wild stages there, Reynolds and Tamo in the ruck. Referee wasn't going to give a penalty. Now for Payne Haas, yet another run. That's his 16th of the night. Takes him up around 180 metres.
He'll do 200 on his ear tonight, Andrew, won't he? He's had a great second stint.
Mams kick from inside to 40. He's got it out on the full. Can you believe that, Michael? It's well out on the full from Ezra Mam.
Oh, this is a big moment. Really big moment. Ezra Mam down that left-hand channel, and he just overcooks it, and it sails deep over the far touchline. Riding every moment of that, Ezra Mam. He knew it as soon as he hit it. Brisbane under pressure. The Tigers now just need to be patient, build some pressure, get some repeat sets. They don't have to score. They just need to take petrol out of this Brisbane forward pack.
Could be a huge turning point that if the Tigers convert an error from Brisbane into points. So 25 metres out. Play number 1. Hastings, Tamo. Big offload back. Hastings had his back turn.
That's
shot his life.
That's what they don't need to do, and they don't need that from their captain, Tamo. He should know just to roll forward.
So he takes another run. He resets and takes the run that time. Then Hastings in position. Tigers set it up. Dewey runs into Carrigan and Capewell. This time, at the very least, do they get repeat set the Tigers. Hastings and Madden, good shape, out to Kapoa, puts a move on, Reynolds, vital tackle. Staggs had been left behind. Last play, Laurie, oh, Tamo, he got a look at the line, and he's forced back and turned it over. Well, just for a fleeting moment, James Tamo could see big dive and score.
Kapoa's just rocked Tessie New. Brisbane out on their feet, but they're scrambling now. Tony Staggs with a run.
Plenty happening here. Tessie New's been winded in that tackle. He's checking his ribs. Back on the run. Crowd trying to play their part. 24-18. We've had 1 golden point game already today on Super Saturday. The field goal has to come into the thinking of the Tigers shortly, you would think. Mam stepping. Last tackle. Reynolds from 32 metres out. It's a bomb out Brent Naden's way. Leapers there, Naden! Yes!
What a take.
One-handed.
Oh, he's lost his compass, Adam G.
Oh, no.
In the contest.
In the contest, and they've got a challenge left. I thought, first of all, it was fine, but
It was brave by Naden.
well, gee, I think the contest shows Brisbane knocked it forward
Knocked one
first. Do you think?
Yeah, I agree.
No challenge to be had.
I watching it live, I was really surprised. I thought Reynolds didn't hit it great, and I thought Naden had time just to allow Hoyter to catch the ball and then try and wrap him up. He accelerated for it. He went for the contest. It could be a costly one. Brisbane now, full set inside the Tigers' 30-metre zone.
You're saying, well, why can't the bunkers say they could be a challenge? They saw it wrong. Scrum base play, they're offside. There's about 7 offside. So they take the set restart. 19 metres away from the line. Here comes Reynolds, setting it up. Oh, they've lost it again. Is it Ezra Mam who lost it? The Tigers are away, and all the Tigers fans are up on their feet, screaming for Alex Safer. There's a Tiger down in back play. Kemba Marlow clutching his knee, looking up.
Great ball.
He's gone, Kenny. He cannot get off the carpet. Laurie is tackled 5 metres inside the Brisbane half. The trainer still not to Mamalo.
He got the offload to Safer, who went down the far touchline. Well, he's just got to his feet now, limping heavily.
Then Hastings, can they get themselves? I'd go to 7, that's me, but no, they're not even going to get the shot. They've lost it there. James Tarmo blowing up a tree. He is filthy, and then he's given away the penalty for the verbal at the ref.
He's in real discomfort here.
James.
They're blowing up about something that has happened in the tackle. Let's have a listen.
Adam, I'll deal with you.
Oh, yeah, that's
you've got it.
Tackle, isn't it? Where he just puts his body weight on the back ankle there of...
Adam.
Watch this, he just drops down, the weight goes on the ankle, and then they bend him over the top. It's not a good one from Carrigan.
It'll be a hip drop.
It is a hip drop.
Foul play identified by the bunker. Penalty Tigers gives them shot from just off centre for an 8-point lead. Tigers, in the immediate, more concerned at the extent of the injury for Jackson Hastings. What tension. Like 24-18.
Oh, it's been a ripper. It's been a cracking game. 7.5 minutes to go, Vossi, and the Tigers now are going to get an opportunity to really consolidate their lead. Carrigan's in trouble.
He's on report. Ted Carrigan. The penalty, though.
It's been reversed. Now you got the penalty. I've been respectful to you all game. Okay, so let's just keep a cool head.
Sorry.
Well done, James. He's recognised he was blowing up in defence of his own player.
You're saying 6 again, but that's a deliberate penalty.
That's your opinion, but that
And I think Reynolds has got a relevant argument here. The Tigers were blatantly offside off that scrum, and the attacking team should have the option of whether they want an actual penalty, or whether they want the 6 to go.
We saw that in the Manly game on Thursday night.
Well, otherwise it just ruins their scrum attack, and that's what we wanted to see. We wanted to be able to see some of the brilliant backs in our game get opportunities to attack.
My man, Dewey, the goal kicker, has a shot here to put the Tigers 8 in front.
He does.
After all of that, unpack what just happened there. The injury to Hastings, the hip drop from Pat Carrigan, the verbal from James Tarmo. Now, there'll be others saying, well, what did he say? I mean, Dane Gagai last week, I mean, you know, sin bin, if he blew up, could he have gone to the sin bin for whatever he said,
James,
regardless of the circumstances? But now, only now, is the penalty blown, and they will go for goal. It's quite a lengthy stoppage again. The way he's hit him tonight, now this is the commentator's curse.
Don't. No, just
okay.
We'll take your comment after he's kicked the foot.
Okay.
Righto.
All right. What's the weather like? Been a bit balmy up here. So kick 30 metres out. The hard luck story of the season last week for the Tigers and all those
events.
It
Can't happen again, can it? It cannot happen again.
Well, if Brisbane goes short kick-off next, I'm watching everything. I'm watching everything.
Do not say escort.
Kapoa goes down with a cramp to start if it's a short kick-off. He's going to be nowhere near the ball. Dewey for a Tigers lead by 8. Watch it, Tigers fans from home here at Fox League.
Yeah, look at this for an angle.
Suncorp Stadium. Look for the Tigers fans in the crowd. See if they go up. Dewey. Tigers are in front by 8. 6 minutes and change to go. The team last on the ladder. Brett Kamali trying to get his first win as a coach. At a ground, he threw an intercept pass at an orange. Sorry, Dotty. And Matt Bowen sprinted away. I'll just throw that into the storyline.
All right, what's the angle of the kick here from Reynolds? Is he going to go
Bowen's
short?
Off the 10. Right, the number 4 for the Tigers.
He's infield, Vossi. He's not
just
outside like last week. He is infield.
They've moved him. Live ladder, the Tigers run at the moment would be off the bottom. Reynolds goes the other way. He's broken the play. He went outside and knocked it straight to the Tigers.
Catch it, Corey. Don't worry about tapping it. Catch it.
Was anyone run off the ball? I don't know. Who would know? Who would know any other kickoff in history if someone's been run off the ball? Tigers with the ball. They're 5.5 minutes away from just their 4th win of the season. So halfway they go. We'll update you on Hastings' condition in our big post-match show tonight with Brandy and Cooper and Hannah. There's a lot to get through from today's round of football. Send-offs again. Golden point. Tigers inside the 40. Madden and Fanua Bolle there on that run. Last play, Tigers. Brown with Dewey to kick. Can they get a result? Here comes Naden. He knocked Deloise Hoyter off the ball. Brisbane have come up with it anyway.
Brisbane.
Well, I think if Brisbane have got a challenge, they have to fire it in here. They're going to work out this. They've got to fire in. They'll challenge anything.
Joey.
Well, challenge because we've got a challenge, but
Broncos challenging decision of not.
I think there's some interference on Hoyter. I must be honest. I thought Naden did bump him before the ball came down, but I could be proven wrong.
Both players are contesting the ball.
Okay, so they've cleared the contest.
They've cleared that.
Is there a falcon in this?
The ball hits Deloise Hoyter on the right shoulder and upper arm, which constitutes a knock-on. The challenge is unsuccessful.
Unsuccessful, guys.
All right, now the Tigers a real chance here to close out the game. 4.5 minutes remaining. Can Brisbane hold on? Can they scramble? Can they defend their line? They've been tremendous all season defensively. The 4th best defensive side in the competition, and this is a big moment in this season when we talk top 4 positions, Andrew.
Time's still off.
If you want a story, Stafford Tice scores here for the Tigers after last week, thinking he got the match winner. 26-18. The margin is Dewey goes over. Tigers, surely you don't lose it from here. 4.5 minutes to go. Tiger. Tigers everywhere. Dewey, did you see that try coming from the scrum?
Brilliant, a little bit of space, and often we see them just try and push the ball sideways and come up with a set-up play. No, not this time. Dewey just hiding behind the ruck, sees space around Ezra Mam, and he just accelerates. Big body, capable slow to get out of the scrum. Mam just hesitated a fraction, and the big and powerful 5'8", Adam Dewey, the Lebanon international, accelerates and gets the West Tigers. I think it'll be a win, Andrew. Will it? Yes. It'll be their 4th win of the season.
Titans.
I'm hesitant. It's still 4.5 minutes to go.
4.5 minutes.
It's the West Tigers we're talking about.
That's right, it's the West Tigers. After last week. But Dewey's going to kick to put him 14 in front. Have a look at him. He's got a post-try celebration.
He was trying
again, he doesn't get a crack. He had something really special there. The teammates mobbed him. Have a look at Naden come from left field. There's a Tigers flag over there. Look, there's one. I found one. Oh, they've never seen it better. Tigers fans. They'll walk the streets of Brisbane all night tonight celebrating this one if they can hang on. Dewey's got a try. He's got the 5 goals. This for 16 points. A win at Suncorp. This will be 4 times in a row if they hang on that they've beaten the Broncos. Titans are feeling rather ill at the moment. Titans
there's
fans.
the Tigers
there you go. She's in tears. She's crying. That's how long it's been. Crying. Dewey's in front. This is what the game could do. The great game of rugby league. By the way, while this is happening, Austin Dias is about to come out for the last 4 minutes of play. Can you believe it, Corey? Yes! Yes! Wind it up, Corey!
Oh, how good's the fans of rugby league? She's waited a very long time to cheer home the Tigers, and what a superb game Adam Dewey has had. 9 runs, 107 run metres. He set up a try and he scored a crucial try, but for mine, it was only moments ago. There was a 7-tackle set, and his urgency to get back to the 20-metre line and pick up an early 30 metres really changed momentum for his team. A real heads-up play back then, and he's rewarded here with a beautiful try for the Tigers.
Just under 4 to go. Reynolds goes short, kick off, and the Tigers have got it right again.
Kenny Mamala. What a take.
He may be playing on one leg, Ken, but he's still able to come up with a ball. Austin Dias, he's into the game. He's got to run. They're on halfway, the Tigers. Peachy Tamo.
Played a good support role tonight, Peachy. Plenty of dummy half in the first half, and now he's playing distributor through the middle with Hastings off. Probably the best I've seen Peachy play for quite some time.
Peachy on the run, and it'd be very concerning, Kevy. I mean, obviously the loss, but 32 points conceded against the Tigers.
And particularly the... Oh, here we go.
Oh, here we go. Madden's kicked. He was knocked over, was he? Tessie New goes back for it. Look out, Tessie. All right, well, you've got it. I don't know how they get rid of it from here, but there's 3 to go. I suppose they've got time for 2, but don't know about 3. Reynolds, Tessie New, centre field there. Keenan Palacia, who's barely seen any football tonight. I'm not quite sure I understand that. A bloke who's played every game this year. Now Haas, Tessie New, flick pass inside. And Capel taken down just short of halfway. But now 2.5 to go. All you Tigers fans watching. Carrigan, Reynolds, offload, Staggs forward a mile. That's the last chance. The ship is leaving port. It has sailed for Brisbane tonight. I don't believe it. The Tigers, you know, could have knocked over the Cowboys and Brisbane, 2 top 4 sides, back-to-back weeks, Michael. The team coming last.
Reynolds there, just getting the pass to Staggs. Didn't have vision there of Naden coming in, and pass no doubt going forward. And you're right, it's been a great fortnight for the Tigers. Tough circumstances, and there's been plenty made of their loss last week against the Cowboys, and we won't go there again. That man's filthy, absolutely filthy, and rightly so, particularly on the back of the 1-point win from Cronulla earlier this evening in Golden Point against South Sydney.
Stay there, don't go early.
Nico Hines landing a field goal, and now Brisbane stay in that logjam with Parramatta and South Sydney.
Taken down. I will say this to Noddy Kamali, good on you, mate.
Yeah, well done.
You've got to win. You've got to win as a coach. 307 games as a player, he won plenty, including Clive Churchill medal in the 1999 Grand Final. But I wonder how he'll feel about winning his first as a coach. Noddy Kamali. Pakes to Payne Haas, and then for Reynolds and Mam.
Great tackle.
So as it turns out, the Broncos will not have beaten the Tigers.
4 straight wins for the Tigers.
Well, the last time was 2018. It was the Golden Point game where the Broncos didn't score a point at Campbelltown. Kick through. Laurie's been there all night. How good is he? Dane Laurie tonight. Into the final minute. And Brett Kamali, there he is. First win as an NRL coach. Hastings injured in the battle.
You're right, his positional play tonight and his bravery from Dane Laurie has been a real feature. There on the spot, great speed, not taking any chances. What a win this is going to be for the West Tigers.
Dewey, long. Oh, and he's let it bounce. It's gone over the sideline. Tigers getting some luck this week. They've fought hard for it. I don't think anyone could question how they have achieved the win tonight.
Been outstanding, hasn't it? Really has. Their start of the second half was tremendous. They came out, scored a try just before half-time to Jock Madden, and physically they went after the Broncos in that opening 10 minutes of the second half. What a win it is for them.
What a remarkable week, from how they felt last Sunday to how they feel right now. The Tigers are winners and they're off the bottom of the ladder. The Tigers have upset Brisbane. Tigers 32, the Broncos 18.